everybody go along with me here now? You ready?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Born and unborn.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and everybody, I'd like to put the meeting over to our president.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone that promoted this event. Colin, thank you for promoting the event and getting everyone out here. And thank you, everyone, for coming here, especially in light of what the weather is forecast. We're going to try to do the meeting before 3:30 so we can get everyone out before the snap of the coldness sets in, so everyone's on their way home by that. Well, they claim around 4, so. Like, it's like 3 to 6 inches, right? Real blizzard here, right? I like when they were saying zero, predicted snowfall amount, 0. Get the bread and milk, everyone. Get that. But, so I want to thank everyone. Just a couple of quick things. Facebook is doing new little fun little updates on groups. So if you're a member of the group page, apparently they're knocking people off. I noticed the Brooklyn Tea Party page had over 1,000 members, and now all of a sudden we have 831. Just other Facebook pages, because I also run Memories of Old Brooklyn, New York. It's just a nostalgic page about Brooklyn, and I had 3,300 and something members, and all of a sudden now I have 2,800 members. So what happens is, if you haven't visited the page, they put you in the pending category. And then once the pending, after 28 days, you are no longer a member of the page. So please visit the Brooklyn Tea Party Facebook page if you're a member and you just don't remember the last time you went to it. Just visit it, say hello, or just click like on something so they know that you're here. And then that way, we'll register that you're a member again on the page. And that goes for any pages you're a member of that you like and would like to be a part of. Just make sure that's done, because that's a new rule that just happened. I noticed a couple days back when I started seeing all these little updates on all my pages I run. I said, what the heck is this? So that's what they've been doing. We had our last meeting, I believe it was November 4th. So we took a little break before the election day. We had to get out the vote thing beforehand. But apparently, look what happened. So, look, at the end of the day, we have to keep on. That was the blizzard. Yes, we have to keep, that was the blizzard. That was the blizzard. So we have to remember that we have to regroup and get back out there. We cannot allow them to continue what they're doing. Look what happened. Everyone's, oh, Republicans, ooh, state Senate. Well, guess what happened, everyone? There's no one to stop these people now. There's no one to stop them. They're coming every day, passing bills that take normally 6 months to go through committee. They're doing it in days. They're just putting all this crap down our throats. We're going to see congestion pricing, the bad tax. That will happen. Who's stopping it? State Senate? No, no one. So we need to yell just like the left does. The left, all they do is cry, and they get their way. Might be 5 of them, but as long as they scream on a camera, they get their way. So what shall we do? Shall we be Mitch McConnell? So we must follow the Senate rules. No 60 votes, everyone. Make it 51, because the Obamacare didn't go through, what, with 60 votes, right? They suspended the Senate rules. So if they could get their signature issue, why couldn't we? Because we must be nice and, no. You do not do that. You do not follow. The Democrats are scummy, for the most part, not everyone. We're talking about the people, the politicians leading the party. They're scummy, and they don't care. They're not going to follow Senate rules if they took over the Senate. You think they would? No. Come on. This is like the same people saying, like you're on the deck of the Titanic saying, well, this should be enough lifeboats. Let's have a drink in the saloon. Obviously, they went down and died, right? So, look, enough is enough. We have to be just like they are, in a sense, of fighting right back. It's a street fight.
That's right. That's right.
It's a street fight for America. That's what this is about. Protecting our borders, very important. It's not a Democrat-Republican issue, it's an American issue. It's not a white versus black versus Hispanic issue. It's all of our issues. It affects every community when you have high crime. When you have gang members running MS-13 and friends, running through schools and neighborhoods, killing kids, that affects us all. If you live in a so-called great neighborhood, it affects us all because of the heroin going over our borders, killing over 300 people a week in this country. 90% of the heroin comes over our southern borders. 90%. So shall we have a nice open area? We could just walk and maybe have a picnic between Mexico and the United States border. We could all have a picnic. You need a fence. You need a cement wall with a barrier that goes underneath, so tunneling is not so easy. They just caught 250 people the other day because they were tunneling underneath the metal fence area. The metal fence, because there's no concrete barrier on the beach. Right, they got caught, but there was no concrete barrier underneath. Thank God they got caught. How many people are going in to begin with underneath the tunneling system? So when the president says he needs funding for a border wall, he's not just saying the border wall, everyone. He's talking about technologies also, about sensors and all this other stuff. I mean, enough is enough with the semantics that the Democrat Party likes to play. They're the ones that are for not protecting our country. Okay, because they keep on, all of a sudden they're fiscal conservatives. Wow, that's great. It's wonderful how all of a sudden they care about $5.7 billion. Wow, how great, wow, welcome. No, they don't care, it's all politics. Look, let's be fair, we all play politics, both sides. It's what it is, it's called politics, right? But this is about America. This is a different type of an issue. This is America, this is protection of our country. The president is the commander-in-chief of our armed forces in our nation. And he is the one that is put into office to protect us. And I believe he has our interest at heart when he wants to put this wall up. I mean, just think about it. All these people have what? Big mansions. And they have their wonderful gates and walls and vined area and whatever with sensors and cameras and tigers and bears, oh my. They have it all over the place. So let's not be fooled. And let's thank God that we have President Donald J. Trump as our president. The other day when he sent that letter to Nancy. Yeah. You don't agree with Donald Trump. I don't agree with the way he whatever, I don't agree with his policy. That's fine.
And my favorite part is when he said to her, you may fly commercial if you choose.
Yeah. But they don't have peanuts on that flight. They don't have peanuts on that flight because everyone's peanut allergies. But what I'm saying is, thank God we have, I mean, number one, he's hilarious. just for entertainment purpose alone, thank God, because it's funny and, you know, thank God, a new fresh.
And effective.
And he's getting the job done. So we're getting entertainment and the job done, or at least he's trying. And let's be honest, we have the Republicans against us too.
Yes.
We have Mitch McConnell, like I mentioned before, that Paul Ryan character, thank God he's gone. All of a sudden now he passes it on the way out. Oh, how nice. How nice. We were in charge for 2 years. Why did it take this long?
Exactly.
Because they kept on saying it, oh, pass this omnibus bill and we'll do it later on. Do it again, and blah, blah, blah. Well, just now, midterm elections are coming up. We can't do it now. Give me a break. We were in control, and this should have been done.
Yes.
No, that's not the president's fault. He's tried. He's only one person. He can't physically go into that building. If he could, he would. And he would. And so maybe he'll just be on the, he might be on the Senate side for the State of the Union address. That'd be hilarious. Could you picture him just opening up the doors himself, saying, or going in the room of the chamber where there's no Democrats on the side and just Republicans on that? It'll show the pettiness of what they're all about. Because at the end of the day, it's a never Trump movement. It's all about that. It's not about our country. It's about they despise him because, oh, he might hurt their feelings, and they need their cry rooms.
But they lose
What a
control.
shame.
They can't lose control.
What a shame that they need their cry rooms. Well, you know what? Enough is enough. Safe spaces, yes. And maybe, I like therapy dogs myself. That dog is very
There
comforting.
was a
but-
comment on Breitbart,
Yeah.
Breitbart article, and somebody said Trump should have the State of the Union in a flyover a stadium, and he should say, because we can no longer have a government by the law, of the lawmakers, by the lawmakers, and for the lawmakers.
There you go.
That'd be interesting. That'd be a good piece. So just a couple little housekeeping businesses before we get started. Again, Alan Benben is our secretary, and he's filling in for our treasurer. Daniel couldn't make it due to sickness. He will be taking any membership dues for 2019. He has the membership cards there ready to go. It's $10 for the whole year. It helps us out when we need to have expenses, pay for housekeeping and other stuff that we need to do. So you can see Alan right there when you're ready at the end. And I guess that's about it.
That's right, officers now?
Oh, that's right, we have to get sworn in. Yes, hand that over to our chairman of the board, Lawrence.
Okay, thanks. Okay, everyone, we'll make this really fast. We have to officially swear in our office for the year 2019. So Daniel Ramos is not here today because of illness, as mentioned. So can all the other officers,
This way.
I guess after we're done, we'll agree to admit him by proxy, right?
Yes.
Okay, swear him by proxy. Okay, so Mr. Benben, would you please come here in front of me? And oh, did you get a, you have something to swear in on? Yeah, nothing?
Swear.
I gotta bring a Bible.
It's Supreme Court rules.
Don't go on, it's slow.
That's the Supreme Bible, all right? Otherwise it doesn't count.
Sorry, got a copy for you.
Constitution.
I can find it on.
I'm a Tea Party member when I do
Right,
that.
right. Okay. So give me your left hand and raise your right hand. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you ready? Okay, ready? I, Alan Benben,
I, Alan Benben,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the office of Secretary of Brooklyn Tea Party
that I will faithfully execute the office of Secretary of the Brooklyn Tea Party
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend its Constitution.
preserve, protect, and defend its Constitution.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
Thank you, Lord.
Left hand here, right hand raised, thank you. I, Cottrell Gore, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of Vice President of Brooklyn Tea Party
That I will faithfully execute the office of Vice President of Brooklyn Tea Party
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend its Constitution.
preserve, protect, and defend our Constitution.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. Okay, have a good boy. Okay.
It's like a twister.
Yeah, really. I, Glenn Sarah,
I, Glenn O'Sara,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of Brooklyn Tea Party
I faithfully execute the office of President of the Brooklyn Tea Party
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend its Constitution.
preserve, protect, and defend its Constitution.
Thank you, Mr. President. And all the sworn officers, would you please rise and agree with me that by proxy, we do swear in on behalf of Danny Ramos as our treasurer.
Agree.
Agree. Okay, thank you. So Danny Ramos, treasurer, please see him at the next meeting, okay? I wish you- I'd like to mention today is January 20th, 2 years ago today. This man and I stood in Washington in the, well, right by the Capitol, just below it, in the National Mall, and watched Mr. Trump get sworn in as President of the United States, and it was a great day. And as Glenn has said, we're happy he's our president, he's fighting, build the freaking wall, right? And do not back down for anything. Let the shutdown go on for a year if it has to. Build the freaking wall. Thank you.
I just want to ask any parents here, how many of your parents, your kids told you that they watched the inauguration on television? How many? Your kids watch the inauguration?
I watch it on television. I watch it on TV.
Yeah, the school I was working in that they did not have the inauguration on. And 4 years before, when Obama was sworn in, actually 8 years before Obama was sworn in, they were watching cartoons. You see, the network, they were supposed to be watching the inauguration. The network crashed. That explains why you're not watching your inauguration. But who would think to put up cartoons instead? But that's what somebody did. I hope it was a school aide or a parent. I wouldn't want anyone over that level to make such a ridiculous decision.
Was it the Smurfs?
From the Obama administration, that was a cartoon.
Okay, so everybody, your attention please. So a couple of years ago, my friend Michael in the back there told me to check out this video online about a woman who was taking on our poorly esteemed mayor, Mr. de Blasio. And I watched this video and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. This woman went up to this, how tall is that man?
He's very tall.
6'7".
Tall.
Everybody remember speaking of cartoons, remember the Chicken Hawk and Foghorn Leghorn, right? Or John Adams and Thomas Jefferson. Jefferson was a tall man, Adams was a little guy. But Adams never backed down from Jefferson, kept taking him on. So I watched this feisty young lady go up to Mr. Blasio and tell him off. Tell him off. And it was a wonderful thing to see, and we are proud to have with us today Ms. Vickie Paladino.
Well, thank you everybody for having me, Glenn, for the initial invite, and being here in Brooklyn. I'm from Whitestone, Queens. Being here in Brooklyn brings me back to the old days when my aunts lived here, my mom's sisters. My father took my mother from the Bronx and moved her to Queens, where her sisters went to Brooklyn, which was the Mill Basin area. So we used to be here at least once or twice a month as kids on a Sunday for an Italian dinner. So you come back and you see lots of changes. And haven't been here in a very, very long time, but I'm very proud to be here today to talk to you about so many things that are going on. As you all know, as I was introduced, that video that took place in Whitestone, the little backstory about all that, and how certain things happen in your life at certain times for certain reasons. Being an outspoken person has been part of my makeup for all of my life. It's not something that just came upon me that particular day. So what happened was my husband and I were driving down Francis Lewis Boulevard. My poor husband to this day says, I never should have said those 4 words. Look, Vic, there's the mayor. So I said, the mayor? What's he doing here? So he said, I don't know. I said, pull the car over. So he said, what are you going to do? I said, just pull the car over, relax, everything's going to be just fine. So he says, Vic, you know, what do you got on you? I said, Tom, pull the car over, I'm getting out of the car. So he did. He says, just tell me, do I need bail money? I said, no. I will mind my manners, I promise. Because whatever I've ever done in my entire lifetime, from age 13 on up, has always been in a very well-mannered fashion, never disrespectful. So he was giving his horse and pony show, or dog and pony show, whatever you want to call it. And Braunstein was there, and they were talking about the breakup of the sidewalk and how we needed new concrete and our trees needed to be trimmed. Now, police officer Familia from the Bronx had just been assassinated. You know, I hate when they say a cop is killed on duty when they're actually shot at point-blank range, sitting in their car. That's not killed on duty, that's assassination. Okay, so make no doubt about it. So she was assassinated. And 2 years prior, another police officer by the last name Lou, and I forget the other, Ramos, was sitting in a car as well, and they got shot back of the head, bam, bam, and they were dead. And what he did to our police officers' morale, what he has done for the city and its morale. And then he went to Hamburg, Germany. And he protested in Hamburg, Germany,